All right, so I'm at a hotel. I'm at a Farm Bureau event, and look at this gigantic hotel here. Never seen anything like it. The Gaylord Opryland Hotel in Nashville, and let's show you what you eat at the hotel and the airport when you're not sitting down for dinner at a restaurant. You know, eating on the go. Let's look at why so much food is killing us. Take a walk in this store, and this would be indicative of any convenience, fast food, quick food shop, coffee shop that you're going to get food at, where you're, shopping along the way for food at the airport and traveling. But, what kind of food are you exposed to while you're traveling? And you don't have time to sit at a sit-down restaurant. So I was walking here in video. This is your typical. I'm going to end up getting a coffee here. And let's look at what you can munch on in the morning. So here's your typical setup here. Donuts, pastries, a lot of shelf-stable items made with refined, ultra-processed flours. And you do have some sandwiches here, though. And then you got your vegetable or your fruit cup, and that happened to be pure vegetable or fruit, so that would be healthy. You got your bananas, your whole fruit option, which you can't go wrong there. Sandwiches are questionable. They probably got mayonnaise, dressing, non-whole wheat, non-whole grain breads, and so you do have to watch out for those items. The oatmeal is really granola laden with a bunch of sugar, flavorings, things for texture. The yogurt's going to have a lot of sugar in it and probably artificial and natural flavors. And anytime that it says artificial, or anytime it says natural flavor, it really is artificial. So when they say natural and artificial, that could be 50, 60, 70 different compounds that they don't really have to list. You come on over here, there's your general, these are fig bars and things like that, which, figs are healthy, but there's a bunch of crap added to that. It's really not a whole food. Again, here's what most people munch on, different types of chips, items like that. Here's some things like kale chips, snacks, but when you really look at something like this, you're going to see the ingredients got seed oils added to them. Things like sugar, cane sugar, or concentrates of sugars, of juices that just substitute as a sugar. And they'll also have colorings and flavorings in them as well. They use you're thinking you're getting a whole grain or whole food product, because they'll use flashy things like kale, and that's, greenwashing. Here's your protein bars, and of course, everybody thinks protein bars are just outstanding, but they're garbage too. It's all sugar, multiple flavorings, and different compounds. So you just gotta, look at that list. You got a list that long, different protein meals and all that. You got to remember the xanthan gum, cornstarch, sugar, rice starch, things like that, and they are all just byproducts of another industry. And then they're putting them in garbage like this, greenwashing them through labeling, and then upcharging a significant amount of money. Those bananas and oranges over there on the counter and the fruit cup, the food industry doesn't make hardly any money on those. But stuff like this, you can buy products, again, they're all byproducts from another industry processing, and then they make them shelf stable and sell them for quite a bit of money. And then here's just flat out candies and sweets. Just ignore any of this garbage. Now, we're coming over to the almonds. And you think nuts, okay, healthy option, right? Eat as many of these things as you want. However, let's look at this. Linoleic, shelf-stabilized, hexane-treated vegetable seed oils that they coat it, because they think they need to coat these nuts to make them palatable for you to eat, which, I get it. For the average American, you do. The average American, most of this garbage you're seeing on the shelf, that's 50% of the calorie intake for the average American and 60% for the average adult non-adult and then here's your juices, things like that. Of course. Okay, so here we're gonna look at cheese, and cheese is a good item to munch on. It gives you that fat, especially when you're real hungry. You're gonna get your sugar from your fruit and a lot of fiber and all that. But now, when you look at the ingredients here, it's quite surprising that they have sugar added in here in an ingredient that I did find on here. And different type, they'll use a lot of terms like organic, this and that, but natural, there's that natural flavor again in sugar. And you just wonder what, anytime they say natural flavor, I guarantee you it's anything but. And the food processing industry they're allowed to have a lot of leeway here and lie, actually, and not put everything on the label. And here's these dilly bites. So you're thinking dill pickle, you're thinking, probably pretty healthy. And actually this one I found a couple questionable items there, but really salt. I mean, you did have the calcium chloride and the sodium benzoate, though, preservative. I don't like that. Then it says natural flavors, polysorbate 80, turmeric for color. And I'd say no, garbage. But started off good. Fresh cucumbers, water, and vinegar. Okay, and here's the perennial favorite. It's yogurt, so it's got to be healthy, right? Well, let's see. Right there, no fake fruit, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, no preservatives, no gluten, no RBST. Wow, okay, that's the A list, right? Well, let's go over here and let's see what we got here. Oh boy, let's see. Well, cultured non-fat milk, okay. Oh, there you go. But we got cane sugar and natural flavors. Remember, and cherry juice concentrate, that's another sweetener. Locust bean gum, lemon juice, concentrate. So there you go. They greenwashed it. It was all good, and I don't care if the sugar is organic sugar. It's still sugar. But then when they do that organic, natural flavor, just toss it. And then here's your juices, and this is just, the worst of the worst. Here's milk, though. Let's see what we can get here on the milk thing here. Not bad. I mean, that's just real milk. Holy cow, we got a winner here, people. D3, vitamin D fortified. Moving along, juices. Let's see. Apple juice from concentrate. Pineapple juice, banana puree. We're looking pretty good. Uh-oh, natural flavor. The only issue I got with this one is natural flavor. This actually could be, but again, what's your natural flavor? That could be 50, 60 different chemical compounds made up in a lab. Well, okay, moving along to our orange juices. Do we have a winner? And trying to find the 100% pure orange juice. I could not find anything on here that said it was a preservative or anything. So we have a winner there. I don't personally drink squeezed juices unless I literally freshly squeezed it, because your vitamin C is pretty oxidized in this stuff at the point
Okay, so what did I get while I was in that store? I got a coffee, a fruit cup, because as far as I can tell, although it's never guaranteed, this is real fruit with nothing added to it. No flavors, natural or artificial. And so I got that, got a banana. I would have normally liked to get some cheese or nuts to go with this. However, I couldn't find real cheese in that place. And the nuts were bastardized with, hexane treated shelf stable vegetable oils. They coat those because people won't eat real food. People eat food that's been flavored or textured or changed. I don't need flavor added to my nuts. I don't need oil or salt added to them. So this is what I got while I was on the road. I'm still at the hotel. Might be able to find a shop that has some nuts. I doubt I'm going to find anything that has real cheese. So that's a little bit of info on how to shop and stay healthy while you're on the road, and it's damn near impossible just about, okay? So I was at a restaurant last night. We went to the Grand Ole Opry here in Nashville. By the time we got back to the hotel, a lot of the restaurants were closed. I was going to go to a big steakhouse, and instead I ate at this bar, and I got a Brussels sprout, shaved Brussels sprout salad. It had roasted butternut squash on it and pumpkin seeds. I think the butternut squash probably had sugar on it for flavor. It was supposed to have dried cranberries. I told her to leave those off the menu because dried cranberries are always dried and cured with loads of sugar. And then I was going to get brisket on it, but I asked, do you put barbecue sauce on your brisket? And they do. It already comes with barbecue sauce. That's loaded with all sorts of crap, sugar and all that. If I have good meat, I don't need to add sauce on it to flavor it up. And they had pulled pork that had sauce on it, so I ended up getting some shrimp on it because she said the shrimp were just grilled, and you hope they grilled the shrimp in like butter or something instead of vegetable oil. No guarantee. They could have tried to deep fry them for all I know, but life's a gamble at that point if you're not cooking your own food that you're putting in your body. So we got here non-human food versus human food. The latest research that I saw just came out. The average American is eating over 50% of their calories from that ultra-processed, shelf-stable stuff that you saw in that store. And for the average kid, it's between 60 and 70% of your calories. Okay? So there you go. I would have got some oatmeal with yogurt, but I couldn't find real oatmeal. And I couldn't find real yogurt. So the oatmeal would have been the closest thing you could have got to whole grain food, but it was basically a granola oatmeal, which had flavors, sugars, all sorts of texture and flavor and color enhancers added to it. You just have to assume that. Don't assume that the food you're getting is really what you think it is. And I think that's what most of us don't realize. And I still get tricked. So just assume it's all fake until they can prove to you that it's real. Prove to me this is a real banana. Otherwise, I might be suspect on them.
All right, so this was interesting. Now I'm at the airport in Nashville waiting to catch my flight, and I'm kind of looking at a few things here. Organic dried apricots. Looked at dried fruit, and it was all just apricot, which was surprising. So there you go. This is a winner here as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so now we're looking at the trail mix here. And let's see, and trail mixes are really deceiving. Raisin, see, there you go, your oats, dates, oat flour, pumpkin seeds, almonds. This would be good if you didn't have your peanut and vegetable oil. The vegetable oils, folks, have got to be a no-go. If they're vegetable oils, don't eat them. Because the poison is in the dose, right? And it's everywhere. That's what you got to remember with all this stuff is that you go, oh, I only eat a little bit of that, but then it's the other little bit and the other little bit. Here's this antioxidant thing. Now they're really, okay, an antioxidant plus or whatever. That sounds really good, right? Look at the garbage in that, though. Anything but health. So this is, another greenwashing item. This was a no-go for sure. This antioxidant, smart, whatever they were calling it.